When Tamra Judge and Katie Ginella announced they were teaming up with Mike Shay, yes, Scheana Shay's ex-husband, for a Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 reunion watch party, fans didn't know what to think. It sounded like an odd mix: a sharp-tongued OC veteran, a golf-loving newcomer, and a Vanderpump Rules alum whose past had been anything but quiet. But what started as a casual viewing party in Tustin, California, quickly turned into a night filled with tension, nostalgia, and whispers that something much bigger was brewing behind the scenes. Before we dive into what really happened that night and what it means for the future of Real Housewives of Orange County and even Vanderpump Rules, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what's coming next is going to shock you. Now, let's rewind to November 6th inside the Even House Golf Club. The mood was electric. Cameras were out, Instagram stories were rolling, and the buzz in the air felt more like a red carpet premiere than a simple watch party. Tamra, ever the showwoman, stood behind the DJ booth, microphone in hand, flashing that signature grin that fans either love or love to hate. Next to her, Katie Ginella, who's been carving her own niche in the Orange County scene, raised her glass and joked, "We survived." But not everyone at the event was laughing. According to one attendee, the vibe shifted the moment Mike Shay dropped Scheana's old single, Good as Gold. The crowd erupted, some cheered, others side-eyed, and Tamra's face, caught in a few fan videos, seemed complicated. Was it amusement? Or maybe something else? Like realization that this wasn't just a fun throwback song, but a message. After all, Mike had just reunited publicly with his ex-wife earlier this year for a private chat about her memoir. So, why was he suddenly back in the spotlight, spinning her track in front of Bravo fans, and doing it alongside Tamra Judge, one of the most polarizing housewives in history? It didn't stop there. Midway through the night, Real Housewives of Orange County alums Joe De La Rosa and Alexis Bellino made their grand entrances, turning the event into an unexpected mini-reunion. Joe, the OG from Season 1, radiated nostalgia as she posed with Alexis and Tamra, their smiles gleaming under the venue lights. "Just good vibes," Alexis captioned her Instagram post later that night. But behind those smiles, there were whispers. Several guests claimed Alexis had been spotted earlier in the evening, in deep conversation with a mystery man, someone reportedly connected to the show's production team. Then there was Joe, who's been keeping a low profile in recent years. Fans who attended said she looked nervous but excited, constantly checking her phone, as if waiting for a message that never came. And here's where it gets interesting. Around the same time, someone noticed Tamra briefly stepping away from the group to take a phone call outside. Moments later, she came back looking visibly shaken, brushing it off with a laugh when Katie asked if everything was okay. Now, this might sound like a simple coincidence until you realize what else was happening that week. Just days before the event, Bravo had wrapped filming on a secret follow-up special to the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 reunion. The network had reportedly reached out to several alums, Joe, Alexis, and even a certain controversial ex-housewife, for surprise cameos. Could the call Tamra received that night have been related? Was the event at Even House more than just a viewing party? Was it actually a setup for something bigger, like a potential crossover moment between Real Housewives and Vanderpump Rules? If true, this could explain everything. The odd collaboration, the carefully curated social media posts, and the choice of Good as Gold as a highlight moment. It wasn't nostalgia, it was foreshadowing. But the biggest twist of the night didn't come from the music or the cameos. It came from a single offhand comment caught on video. In one clip from the event, Katie Ginella can be heard saying, "We just wanted to bring everyone together because, honestly, after what happened this week, we needed this." At first, no one paid much attention, but a few fans online began speculating what exactly had happened that week. A little digging turned up a clue. Earlier that same day, a now-deleted Reddit thread claimed that an OC cast member's husband had been spotted meeting with Bravo executives in Los Angeles. The rumor suggested that one of the husbands, possibly Ryan Boyajian, was considering a spin-off pitch. But others think it could have been someone much more surprising: Mike Shay himself. See, Shay's history with Bravo is complicated. After his divorce from Scheana, he faded from the reality spotlight, releasing music independently and occasionally DJing small events. But this time felt different. This wasn't a club gig. It was a Bravo-centric event surrounded by housewives, influencers, and production-friendly cameras. And the way Tamra interacted with him raised eyebrows. She wasn't treating him like a random DJ. She was treating him like an equal, a co-star. Because here's the kicker. 2 days later, Mike Shay's name quietly appeared in a leaked document tied to a new Bravo pilot project. The working title? Housewives Unplugged. The concept, according to the leak, follows former housewives and Bravo exes who reconnect through unexpected collaborations. And yes, it includes a music element. The same week that leak surfaced, Tamra suddenly posted a cryptic story. OC energy shift coming soon. When the lights dimmed and the final reunion scenes rolled on the big screen, the energy inside the Even House Golf Club shifted from loud laughter to quiet curiosity. People were watching not just the Bravo show, but the real drama unfolding right in front of them. Tamra Judge was standing near the DJ booth again, glass in hand, smiling for selfies with fans. But behind that perfectly staged grin, something else was going on. A few people near the side entrance noticed Tamra and Mike Shay slipping away from the crowd. They weren't gone long, maybe 10 minutes, but when they came back, Tamra looked noticeably tense. One guest swore they overheard her whisper, "Let's keep that between us," as she brushed past the table. Moments later, she was back on stage, thanking the crowd again, her voice perfectly steady as if nothing had happened. But the next morning, nothing was normal. Tamra posted a cryptic Instagram story, just 3 words, "Secrets have layers." Within hours, Bravo fans were in full detective mode. Was she teasing a reunion feud, or was it about what she discussed with Mike? Then, to make things even stranger, Ginella posted a selfie from the event with the caption, "Sometimes the past isn't done with you yet." That's when the DMs started flying. An anonymous attendee who claimed to have been working at the event reached out to several Bravo fan pages with a wild claim. Tamra and Mike weren't just talking about music or Bravo gossip. They were allegedly talking about Scheana Shay's memoir. According to this source, Mike had told Tamra something that wasn't supposed to be public yet. Something about a chapter Scheana had removed from My Good Side before publication. Now, that might sound like just another piece of Bravo gossip, but here's where things take a shocking turn. Later that week, a Bravo insider confirmed that producers from both Vanderpump Rules and The Real Housewives of Orange County had been toying with a one-time crossover episode idea. A reunion of worlds that would bring Scheana, Tamra, and Katie into the same orbit. But apparently it had stalled because of sensitive material involving Scheana's past. So if Mike revealed even a hint of that confidential content to Tamra, it could mean Bravo had a potential leak on their hands. And that's exactly when everything went quiet. Tamra stopped posting event photos, Mike deleted a few clips from his DJ set, and Katie, usually the most open on social media, went radio silent for nearly a week. Fans noticed that Joe Della Rosa unfollowed Tamra for a few days, then refollowed her again after the story broke on Reddit. Coincidence? Or cleanup? What's even more mysterious is what happened next. 2 days after the social media silence began, Alexis Bellino went live on Instagram. It was supposed to be a casual "get ready with me" stream. But in the middle of it, she slipped and said, "You guys have no idea what was actually discussed that night. It was crazy." She quickly laughed it off, saying, "Oh, I probably shouldn't say that," and changed the topic. But fans clipped the moment instantly, sending it viral. By then, the Bravo rumor mill was spinning out of control. Some claimed Tamra was offered a secret development deal for a new spin-off tied to Mike Shay's DJ career. Something about music, second chances, and the OC. Others suggested that Mike might even appear on The Real Housewives of Orange County Season 20 as a cameo, maybe performing at one of Tamra's events. But the real story, according to one insider, is much more personal. Apparently, during their private conversation, Mike confided in Tamra about his struggles after his split from Scheana, how music became his lifeline, how he wanted to rebuild, and how he missed the Bravo world but didn't know if he'd ever be accepted back. Tamra, who's been through her own share of personal reinventions, reportedly told him, "People love a comeback story. You just need the right people to help you tell it." That one line became the foundation of something bigger. Within a week, Tamra's management reached out to producers with a pitch, an unscripted digital miniseries following reality TV stars who've fallen from fame and are trying to rebuild their lives. The working concept: unfiltered life after Bravo. Guess who was on the potential cast list? Katie Ginella, Alexis Bellino, and Mike Shay. Suddenly, everything made sense. The event wasn't random, it was a pilot test. The cameras, the speeches, the curated energy, it was all designed to gauge how audiences might react to seeing these worlds collide. Bravo never confirmed it officially, but that's the beauty of Bravo's game. They never deny something that keeps people talking. Clips from the event racked up thousands of views across social media. Fans dissected every glance, every word, every moment between Tamra and Mike. Scheana's song "Good as Gold" started trending again on TikTok, used in fan edits speculating about her ex-husband's return to the Bravo universe. Even Andy Cohen chimed in on Watch What Happens Live, saying, "If that event had cameras, I'd watch it on repeat." But perhaps the most surprising twist came quietly, in a late-night Instagram comment that most people missed. Under one of Tamra's posts, Mike Shay wrote, "Thanks for believing in me. OC energy hits different." That was all it took for the fandom to explode. Whether it's friendship, business, or the start of a whole new Bravo chapter, one thing's clear: Tamra Judge knows how to make noise, and Mike Shay just might be her most unexpected ally yet. Together with Katie Ginella, they've created a moment that has everyone guessing what's next. As for Scheana, she's staying silent. No posts, no comments, no statements. But sources close to her say she's not surprised that her ex-husband is back in the spotlight, and that she wishes him well. Still, fans can't help but wonder, if Scheana does respond, will it be on her podcast or on camera? Because if this storyline keeps developing, Bravo may have just found its next big crossover event. And it all started with one small watch party in Tustin, a few drinks, and a song called "Good as Gold." So whether you're Team Tamra, Team Scheana, or just here for the chaos, one thing's certain: the Bravo universe just got a whole lot smaller and way more unpredictable.